This is the American Rebellion. My name's Jerry. How y'all doing? Hey Jolene, how you doing? Larry Burns from Canada. Um, Anybody like to come on? Feel free. Anyway, of course, I'm here with Corn Pop. We finally know who he is. And Keith Ralph is back for a third triumphant return to the American Rebellion show. Uh, Looks like he's about 100 and homeless, but nevertheless. How you doing, Matt? Matt got new earbuds.
No, they're the same ones. The
Ah,
dog did not chew up the charger. It was a different wire. I found the charger. I was like, what the fuck was the other thing? I don't know what the other thing was. They chewed up. So,
ah,
yeah.
okay. Well, good.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to hear it. Because getting you to actually buy a new pair was starting to become a chore. Nick, how are you?
Yeah, you got priorities. You know what I mean?
Everything's popping today. Mac
Oh,
got
that's nice, Corn.
earbuds. Other than that, I'm doing all right. Look, chilly for my bones. Poured
Oh,
ass raining
crap.
last night, but cleared up later on today. All good.
Well, it's been cloudy all day here, but I've decided to put shorts on, which probably means that it'll be like 30 degrees tomorrow morning. Found a sale on lean ground beef vacuum packing right now, 325 a pound. That's a sale, really? And lean? The hell's wrong with you, Larry? Lean ground beef? Oh,
He's a
good
vegetarian.
news.
What can you say?
Apparently, I've lost 25 pounds.
What'd you do? Take a shit this morning?
Yeah, that's what I did, Matt. That's it. Alan McMillan's here. Hello, Alan. Lean ground beef tastes like shit. It does. There must be the fat.
To an extent, some of it is just like pure white. It's not much red in it, and you're like, okay, it's probably
Oh, well,
more
yeah.
bone pieces and everything else in that shit.
Wow,
Put hair on your chesticles.
regular prices lately are $5 to $6 a pound. Holy shit.
Yeah, I haven't gone grocery shopping lately, so I really don't know.
Well, they're like $4 a pound here. For 5 pounds is about almost $20. And that's the shit in the roll that comes from, I don't know, Guadalajara or some fucking place. I
Yeah,
don't know.
the ground round.
Yeah, if you buy the better stuff, I don't even know what that costs because I'm not in that price range.
Now,
We have
I
a
wonder if there's a real big difference. I don't know if I've ever eaten the one out the roll. I don't know. I mean, I've eaten ground beef in different places, but I don't know where it really came from, a
I
pack or
think
a
they,
roll.
I think they fuck with you. They chop some. They call it like. They just grind it finer or something. I don't know if there's any fucking difference. It's just finer ground or something.
Just looks more pleasing in the
Yeah.
cellophane wrap thing or something.
I don't know. It's just that's what I buy because I can get about 10 or 12 hamburgers out of that. Now, if you make it like they mark the package to where you're supposed to cut it, if you make those, then you have the White Castle hamburger by the time you're done cooking it.
Right?
So
It's a
it's
slider,
beautiful
it's
that
a
way.
slider.
No, it's still
Jesus
better
Christ,
than
that
them
fucking kid.
them pre-made ones they got. I can't eat them fucking things, man. The pre-made
Well, they have
patties they
some.
sell, they're like
Yeah,
fucking
but like,
leather, man. I swear to God.
oh, you talk about the frozen ones they sell in a bag? Yeah, I tried
Yeah,
them.
yeah. They're fucking awful,
Wasn't
man.
that impressed. Yeah, I threw. Actually, we had some, and I threw the rest of the box away. It was terrible.
Yeah, you can't put enough condiments on the damn thing, no matter how much mustard, ketchup, what mayonnaise,
No,
whatever the hell you're gonna put on it.
Yeah, no,
it's like fucking shoe
no.
leather. It doesn't fucking. You can't bite through it. It's fucking weird. I don't
Oh,
know.
we got Daryl Rector's here, so he saved the day. How
What's
you
up,
doing, Daryl?
guys? Doing good, man. Talking about your
There's
meatballs.
Daryl here to save the day. Communist Daryl.
Underdog. Oh, yeah. So you're an underdog watcher too, huh? Underdog.
Uh, well, when I was a kid, yes, Daryl. I since outgrown the one. I don't
Oh
even think
shit!
it's on TV anymore. I'm sure it's
I just watched
politically
it.
incorrect.
I just watched it Saturday. I'm just kidding. Not really.
Did you
Not
did you
really.
have a fucking bowl of cereal laying on the floor with your legs up there? Yeah, too,
Right.
Had me a bowl of Super Golden Crisp and watched it on the TV, son.
Yeah. God, super golden. I hated that shit.
That's why I said it. I remember the cereal talk we had one night.
Captain Crunch. It was the best. I'm sorry, but that's the
Oh
way.
yeah, and you gave me hell about the Crunch Berries.
Yeah,
No,
Crunch
no.
Berry. Oh, that's right. I forgot
Yeah.
about the. Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah.
You can't
All
even
right.
buy regular Captain Crunch around here, man. You have to buy a box of Crunch Berries and take all the berries out of it if you want it regular. Crazy.
That seems.
What about
That
Sugar
seems like
So they
Bear
went total
and
commie over
Sugar
there.
Pop?
It's
Sugar
Food
Bear.
City, man. Good old Food City.
Jimmy Collins.
Of course.
You and your damn Crunch Berries from Jimmy Collins. Yes. You mean Jimmy are like this on this. That's correct. And I know Larry Burns from Canada is because that's his favorite, watching Bugs Bunny food. So,
See, that's the good thing about buying the ones with the Crunch Berries, though. You can have it either way, so.
What? Damn, you're gonna starve to death before you get all the Crunch Berries out.
this
I
is
mean,
true.
it'd be like getting Fruity Pebbles and pick one of the colors out of it. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking communist. I knew
Wonder
it.
what
You
ever
Pepsi
happened.
drinkers. You're all the
Wonder what-
Pepsi drinkers. You're all like.
I wonder whatever happened to all the Captain Crunch commercials that used to be on. You don't see those anymore, or I don't around here anyway. It's weird.
Now,
I
I don't
don't
even see
see
cereal
any cereal
commercials.
commercials. I don't see any.
That's true. Except Special K, they do some of those around here. I guess they want
There used to
everybody
be a
to.
Wheaties commercial on every 3 minutes. You don't see Wheaties anymore either. Of course, it probably because they cost $7 a fucking box now.
Right.
It's breakfast fucking cereal. It's like the most expensive food in the store.
Yeah, that's like smoking Newport cigarettes.
Larry Burns says, "Fuck the fruit. It's unhealthy for you." Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure it's mostly sugar, Larry, and sugar is very good for you. I should tell you.
Need the sugar pops or sugar smacks or whatever the hell they call them. Pure sugar.
Yeah, I mean,
Corn
there have
pops,
been
man.
times
Corn pops.
I've eaten sugar frosted cornflakes and added sugar to them. Vitamin
I
S
do
is
that.
very good for you.
I do that with the frosted raisin bran and add more sugar to it.
Yeah, I do with the Raisin Bran. Yeah, definitely.
I like
I never
Raisin
seen.
Bran. It's okay.
Yeah, it'll definitely make
That's
you have to
about
go
as healthy.
shit.
That's about as healthy as I get with cereal right there. I used to eat grape nuts. I didn't mind them. I can't
Grape
eat them
nuts.
no more. My
You gotta
teeth
let
be
that
good.
soak for hours.
Yeah.
You're gonna break your
No,
teeth.
Oh yeah,
no.
I used to like cream
I
of
was a
wheat
man
too.
about it. I
Cream
was
of
a
wheat
man
with a
about
little
it.
fucking milk and cinnamon on it. That'd be good.
I
Couldn't
don't
do cream of wheat. They soaked up too much
Yeah,
milk.
cream of wheat tastes like ass.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never partaken, but I used to like honeycombs too. The
Honeycomb was
honey.
all right. Yeah,
Honeycomb, good.
honeycomb was good. I think they still sell that. I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grape nuts. I was a man about it, but now I have no teeth, so doesn't really work for me anymore.
Hard to gum that.
Put
Plus,
them in
it
the
wasn't
blender.
near as healthy as it made it out in the commercial.
No.
Another one was like Life cereal. Anybody ate that shit?
I've never ate
Oh,
it.
it tastes like cardboard.
It's
That
cardboard.
you need sugar for. I mean, and literally like 48 packets on there.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Mikey was an asshole, is what Mikey was, because he convinced all
Yes.
our parents that was good for us. And I don't know why it was better for us, because there was no fucking sugar at all in the goddamn thing.
Exactly. My
No
mom
child
still
on the
buys
planet
that
wanted to
shit.
eat that. Except
Well,
that
I mean,
My
it's
mom
just
What
loves
was
that
that?
crap.
I used to
his
like this
ass.
one. It looked like a big brick of fucking big brick of something.
Shredded
Wheat.
wheat.
Shredded wheat.
yes.
Oh yeah, I love that shit. I love
I had
shredded
to eat
wheat.
the frosted one though. Just the plain ones that the
Put
frosted
some
mini
sugar
wheats.
on it. A little cinnamon. Okay.
I mean, I could go out in my yard, get a stick and 3 leaves and some dirt and eat that and be the same as eating shredded wheat.
Yeah.
Bite into a bale of hay or something.
That's about what
Yeah,
it
I
is.
mean, what are you, a horse? Hey,
I kind of like shredded wheat. I don't think they got that anymore.
yeah,
I'm not sure.
that figures.
When there
It's
was that
because
fucking
no one on
total.
it's like life. No one on the planet but Mikey eats that shit, and Mikey's a fucking asshole.
And like he said,
I've
Mikey will
never
eat
had
any
it.
fucking thing. Mikey will eat anything. So,
Yeah,
Yeah, give it to Mikey. He'll eat it.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Mikey, he'll eat anything. That's the way it
I
goes.
like Eggos. I like
Yes.
Eggos.
Like Eggos.
Eggos are
I
good.
used to, I used to eat them, man. I can't eat them no more. I always just make some good old homemade blueberry pancakes and be done with it.
What is it
Good
with you and
That's
stuff.
good
fruit
too.
in fucking food? Okay, what is it with you and fruit and food? What the fuck is wrong? You fuck up a pancake with blueberries? You
Good
were one
shit,
of them
man.
IHOP motherfuckers who wanted a different syrup every
Oh,
time.
this
If somebody brought you true maple, you probably got up and punched them in the face.
Man, honestly, I made it IHOP one time, and I thought it was kind of like facetious in there. It was a little overwhelming with,
You're right. Fruit
it's like,
everywhere.
yeah, it's like, well, what do I want to eat? But I want every fucking thing, so I can't eat everything. So I just order a blueberry pancake. Be
You get a
done with
blueberry waffle.
it.
man.
No, I can do that at the Waffle
Next
House.
thing
Fuck
you know,
that.
what do you put a fucking orange on your pot roast? I don't know. What the fuck is it with you and goddamn fruit, man? Eat some fruit by itself. It's good. Throw
That
it in
actually
everything.
wouldn't.
You ruin life.
That would actually be pretty good if you had a good ripe orange. Be really good on a
Oh, dear
pot
God.
roast. Slice
Listen,
it
I'm
Well,
not
up.
here to give you
well, they
ideas.
put
Man.
pineapple on ham when they bake it. You know?
Yeah, I don't do that.
Well, I don't even eat fucking ham. I'll just eat the pineapple.
I just eat some
No,
pineapple
I
with some
don't eat
cottage
ham.
cheese and be done with it.
My
That's
wife
probably.
likes that spiral. What's that ham place? They sell
Yes.
hams all the time.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. She
Yeah.
Hormel.
likes them.
Oh yeah, cool.
Not Hormel, you fucking idiot. Hormel.
Like Brookshire's or is it Brookshire?
No, it's
Something like that.
no, it's like it's a fucking it's a store that the Honey Baked Ham Company. That's what it is.
Yeah.
She likes
Hmm.
them.
Yeah.
Me, I hate hams, so I don't
Oh
eat them.
yeah, the spiral cut ham.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had one for Thanksgiving. Those are good, man.
We got a bunch in the
Oh yeah.
freezer now because my daughter brought one for Christmas. So
I don't like to bake stuff so much. I like a good salty piece of fucking what is that country ham? That's good on a biscuit. fried up in a pan and shit. You don't want to bake it though. You bake it, it just brings all the caramel out of it and makes it shitty. But
Well,
it's like a
next he's going to be telling us he likes mustard on his biscuits.
bologna.
And then we're going to have to, you Sling Blade.
I watched the movie now. I just don't know if I could do the mustard though. That would. I'm all about some jam or jelly.
When you're living in a hole in the ground in a shed out back of your house where the rest of your family is, and they give you some biscuits and some mustard, you're gonna eat that shit good.
You're gonna learn to love it, no doubt.
You know, it's kind of funny we're talking about this because radio program I listen to every afternoon. Just before I got on here, they were talking about weird shit, food combinations that people eat. It's exactly what they were talking about. Some of them are fucking nasty, but I mean, there's no way.
I mean, I can't do seafood. I think seafood's the fucking nastiest shit that's ever been on a plate. I'm just not a fan.
Hello.
I like some local bass, local crawdads, shit like that. But I'm not good. I can't do ocean animals. That just don't work for me very well. I go to Captain D's or something like that. I've got to have just some.
That's right, Larry.
Normal damn fish.
Hey, Larry, why don't you come on, man? Fuck hockey. Ain't the season over yet? Bunch of grown men on roller skates running around. Jesus Christ.
I'll tell you a weird combination that we used to eat. When I was a kid, New Year's Day, we have a pork roast with sauerkraut, mashed potatoes, and strawberry jam on bread. Eat it with the sauerkraut.
Well, that's some sauerkraut. Well, that might actually be good.
Are you living in a hole in the ground in a shed out back of your parents' house? Is that what's happening?
No, you cook the sauerkraut with the pork roast. It gives it a little sweet flavor. It takes out the sourness kind of with the pork. With the mashed potatoes and
you put
the bread with strawberry jam on it. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, the bread. Okay, all right.
Well, that's You know, you could even toast that bread and put some strawberry jam on it. You know.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
one of the guys that had called into that radio
show. To have
show.
A toaster.
One of the guys that had called into that radio show, he was actually a military guy, ex-military, he's a veteran now. He said back in the day, he said all they had was MREs. He said that, you get MRE and you don't know what the fuck's gonna really be in it. You know, it's like pieces and parts of what should be a real food. He said spaghetti, which is basically just spaghetti noodles with grape jelly on it.
Mm.
Oh yeah, you come up with some combination. I knew guys who were actually chefs with that. They had spices with them and shit, and everybody had hot sauce. I didn't like hot sauce, so I didn't use that. But yeah, we had sea rats in the beginning, and the worst one was bacon and eggs. It tasted nothing like bacon and eggs, and it was horrible. So I didn't eat it. And you couldn't trade it for nothing because nobody else liked bacon and eggs either. And it had bacon. You'd think it'd been better. I don't know.
I bought a whole damn case of MREs at a Army surplus store one time just because I was driving and traveling a lot and I got tired of buying a shit ton of fucking food. But there was some actually good meals in there. But there was a couple that would make you vomit just from smelling it. I mean, it'd make you fucking want to throw up. Just open the bag after you, it's like this.
All I know is them sea rats, if you ate the peanut butter, you couldn't shit for 3 weeks because it would come out as an adobe house.
I always thought that's why they gave you the laxative gum in the pack. That way you could be sure to take a good shit.
No, but with the sea rats, used to get 4-pack of 4 cigarettes and some matches.
Yeah.
And used to
they
get
had beer.
Sterno. And
there were cigarettes and beer. Yeah, I got a couple of cigarettes and beer in mine. They were weird. That's all it was cigarettes, waterproof matches, and everything was in a airtight container. It said beer and cigs on the front of it, and I guess
Well,
it
the
was part.
difference between C-rats and MREs is MREs, everything's in like a plastic thing.
Oh,
And C-rats are actually cans. That's why you need a John Wayne to open it up. And it came in a box, and they fit right in the back of your pack.
oh,
But they weighed more.
oh. Yeah, that's why they give you a little fucked up can opener. I guess that's part of your
Fucked up can
BDUs,
opener. I
ain't
still got mine. That thing's great.
it?
Yeah, them things are great.
Yeah, yeah, they do a job. That's for sure. They're effective.
Yeah, you wear them on your dog tags. I got some
Little
pictures of me I just put
P38.
up. I found
Oh
on
shit!
when I was
My
in the
dog knocked me
Marines.
over. Clumsy Molly.
This
Jimmy
is the
Collins says
whitest.
Tabasco. Tabasco,
Yeah,
baby, that's where it's at. No. And I'm from
Texas Pete
Louisiana.
was what everybody used. Texas
We ha-
Pete is what everybody
we
used when I
have
was in.
Tabasco's got too much vinegar in it. It's way too much vinegar. We have two different flavors down here. One of them's Crystal, and the other one is Louisiana hot sauce. That's the best one.
I
Yeah,
like
I've seen that in stores
Tapatio.
here.
Tapatio is good for hot sauce for me.
Just
I
can't do
can't
hot
do hot
sauce.
sauce. Yeah, I've
Well,
never been able to do
the
hot sauce.
Louisiana hot sauce and Crystal it's not as hot as Tabasco is. Tabasco, you got to be very careful with it because it'll light your ass up. The other two, you can be liberal with it, whatever you're going to put it on, and it's hardly ever going to put too much on it. Just give it a twang.
Well, you can have your
Yeah.
Tabasco Saul and Jimmy Collins, and you can clean up your ass. We ain't gonna eat it. We
I
hope
do
you
not
enjoy.
like
You have our share.
Tabasco. That's all they
I
used
can't
to
eat
have down here was Tabasco. That's
when
all
I
they had offered. Now they
when
got
I
the
was
Crystal
younger.
and the Louisiana.
When I was younger, I had ulcers. And I lived on French bread pizza because I had a one of them toaster oven in my room. Oh, and Jack Daniels. I'd sneak it in the barracks with a 2-liter bottle of Coke, and I was good, man. No, thank you. I'm not shoving anything in my ass. Oh, okay. Well, Zane called me a pussy. That's sweet. Okay. Well, say what you will.
Oh, kids will be kids.
I don't like it. And when I was younger, when I was in the Marine Corps, I had ulcers, so I couldn't eat no Tabasco sauce. It was hard enough eating pizza.
Yeah, I get him some
I would,
heartburn or something.
I would
Yeah.
everywhere I went, I had my Lanta with me, and I would drink like huge gulpfuls every hour, just because the Jack Daniels, when I started feeling it coming back up because it was the acid reflux, I just drank down some Mylanta. I don't know how the fuck Mylanta and Jack Daniels mixed too well in my stomach, but it seemed to work for me. I guess because I was young. I did that shit now. I'd be throwing up every 3 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I took some Pepto Bismol one morning for feeling a little nauseous. Thought it might kind of coat my stomach, make me feel better. And instead, it made me throw up for about 30 minutes straight. And I was like, well,
Yeah, I did that. I did that once, and that's exactly what happened. I threw up all over the bumper of my girlfriend's car. I was drunk. I was too drunk, and I said, I need Pepto Bismol. And apparently I didn't because I drank it and it came right the fuck back out.
yeah.
It's used for specific
Well,
things. Just to
Well,
kind of queasy
fascinating.
stomach, not from
apparently
overindulgence
not
in
being drunk.
alcohol.
No.
Yeah, apparently not. Who knew? Just the smell of my Lanta will make me throw up. Well,
Smells like peppermint chalk.
doesn't that,
What it
hey,
smells like.
Soul,
Maalox.
doesn't that make you kind of a pussy? I mean, I'm just asking. You know, it's a question. Just a question. So,
That Maalox, that's like drinking liquid chalk.
oh, so's my Lanta. They even with the cherry shit, it just tastes like cherry liquid chalk. That's all.
That's right.
But it worked. I mean, it worked good. I mean, but I was just my shit was white, literally from my Lanta.
Right.
It was kind of gross. Yeah, that's how much I drank like 2 bottles a day. Nobody knew. If they'd have known, they probably have been pissed because I didn't
You
go
didn't
to
go
like
to
a doctor for it or for the ulcers or nothing. So it was like, okay. Once I found out I had them, I said, fuck it. I ain't, that's good. I know I have them. And it's kind of like now I'm not changing the way I eat. I go to the doctor. They tell me you need to stop doing this. I'm like, no. They look at me funny, like they've never heard that before, because everyone lies to their fucking doctor, says, okay, I won't do that anymore. And they do it any fucking way. So
Right.
I go at them with the truth and it fucks them all up.
They're like, what? Somebody's telling me the fucking truth. There's something wrong here.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
knew there was something
the
wrong with this guy.
pharmacist guy, for some reason, the VA makes you have a pharmacist appointment, which I never go to because I hate that fucking guy. And the reason I hate him is because I went in there and he says, you need to do this. I said, no. I said, I'm going to keep eating bacon. I'm going to keep doing I'm going to eat what I like. I quit drinking. I quit doing drugs. Now I'm going to eat what I want. And if I die, I die. He got pissed. I looked at him. I said, would you rather I lied to you? Well, it's your health. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank
You
you.
don't
Thanks for
impose
recognizing.
your wants on what I want. Kind of like this vaccine shit. It's my health, not yours.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, everybody, you people act like you give a shit about us. 10 minutes from now, I walk out of here, and I did get up and walk out. You're not going to remember who the fuck I am. So, no
No,
biggie.
just another number.
Yeah.
Speaking
Exactly.
of which, I meant to tell you on the last show, I read an article, and this came straight up from the VA administration that they're going to send you a letter or whatever for whatever. They may be delayed printing the letters and shit, and these are timed letters to where you have to respond. They may be delayed, so you may not even know you have a timed letter coming because their printing process or something got jacked up or something. So people are going to get delayed letters, and some of them are like really important shit, not just a doctor's appointment. So you're going to get it late, and then it could be actually somebody applied for VA, and the letter comes, and you have to respond in a certain amount of time, and you get the letter after the deadline. It's like, well, isn't that just fucking great? Thanks, Joe Biden.
It's convenient for them.
They give you a VA card. It looks kind of like a driver's license. Got the strip deal on the back. Mine's so fucking old. It's that part of it is actually peeling off the back. They can't read it, put it through the thing. They got to punch in the number now. So 5 years ago, they were going to give everybody new VA cards. I still haven't gotten mine. So
5 years ago.
It'd be a hint.
I'm hopeful, though. Maybe more.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Me and my actual doctor at the VA, we understand each other. She knows I'm only going to do a certain amount of shit, and she don't get mad. And one day,
what's the point? What's
2
the
years
point now?
after I die, she may think about, wonder whatever happened to that guy. Okay, I mean, she get the 40 patients a fucking day. Really remembering me is probably the least of her accomplishments.
Yeah, she'll be like, I only got 39 patients now. Who's the motherfucker that checked out?
The fucking, I mean, well, all they do now, they spend our entire, I'll be in there 45 minutes with her. But I guarantee you 40 minutes of that is her staring at a computer screen typing shit. So, you know.
Yeah, I
Making
got my
notes.
one of my my scheduled doctor's appointments yearly. Several times a year. Tomorrow. Well, I'll get there at 9:15 in the morning. That's the appointment time. Um, I'll wait about 15 to 20 minutes before they call me and weigh me and stick me in a room, and they do all the vitals, blood pressure, all this nonsense. The nurse does this. This is the nurse, and she does what she has to do. Ask me all these same fucking questions all the damn time. Then she says, "Doctor will be with you shortly." An hour later, the doctor shows up. This is every damn time. An hour later, the doctor and I hear him talking throughout the office nonstop.
Uh
So I know he's there. And
huh.
he shows up, and I see him all of about 3 minutes,
Yep.
and he's done. So
Yep.
then I have to sit there and wait again for this other chick to come in there and do some nonsense. And another 5 to 10 minutes of that bullshit. And then she says, "Okay, you can go, pay the fee now." I'm like, "Thanks." I said, "Fuck, I saw the doctor for 3 fucking minutes. I'm paying him. I should
Uh-huh.
just, pay y'all directly because you did all the work." Just say fuck it.
I got sued 4 times in 2020 because of doctors that were pieces of shit that would not come in the room and do their job. And so I refused to pay for it. So anyway, this one fucking doctor, I thought actually I'd got out from under it because I'd appealed it and appealed it and appealed it time and time again on like Experian and on all the credit places. I don't really give a fuck about credit. It's just the fact that they're trying to get paid for something that they didn't do. And we're talking $2,048. This is no fucking $50 doctor visit. This is me supposedly getting x-rays and a doctor at least try to fucking break my arm off or talk to me for 10 minutes. But he didn't do any of that. Didn't even come in the room. Had a nurse practitioner to come in and do the fucking blood pressure and stuff and cause me discomfort. They never did the x-ray. I refused to sign the paperwork and I left. So anyway, that was the first one. I got sued 4 different times. They put it on my credit. I fucking, like I say, I appealed it every time, every single one of them. But it was back to back 2048, 1850, 950, and then $575 back to back. As soon as they got the money for one, they sued me for the next one and added fucking court costs rather than just doing it all at one time and getting all of it in one court cost and being done with it. They made me pay them back the court costs because they actually put me in civil court. Came to my work and embarrassed me in front of everybody. I was thinking, fuck, what's the police doing here? Well, they sent the police to deliver a freaking civil warrant, which don't make no sense to me. I thought that had to be done by like a private company, that does
No.
that shit for a living. I didn't think county
No.
deputies were allowed to show up at your work and do that
Yeah.
shit.
No. They do here.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up, man. Anyway, I was like, I walked in, had my arms out. I was like, well, hell, I guess we're ready to go. And they're like, no, we don't. We're not taking you to jail. This is a civil matter. And I was like, okay, why didn't you just call me and ask me to come by the jail and pick it up?
Serving you
Rather,
papers. But no, they'd
right.
rather embarrass the fuck out of you.
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude. I said, you want me to pay you right now? I got it in my fucking wallet. And he was like, oh, you're a cocky bastard, ain't you? And I'm like, man, look, I ain't trying to be cocky. I mean, I respect the badge or whatever, but I'm not going to respect you fucking downplaying all this bullshit and embarrassing me in front of. I mean, the owner of the company, is 2 offices down. I mean, he knew everything that was going on. It was in the middle of the day in broad daylight. And
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up when they come to your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's an arrest warrant, they should never do that. They should only. I mean, most in here in Florida, if you're not home, they just tape that shit to the door.
Mhm.
Right. Last known address.
Yep. I
Yeah.
know
Look.
because we did a lot of evictions, and the sheriff's department did the evictions. And half of the time, when the deputy come out for the final notice that you had to be out in 24 hours or whatever, the people were already gone. So I'd
Yeah.
let her in to
Right.
show her, and I've been working on the apartment for 2 days, cleaning it up, getting it ready for the next tenant. So
That's another thing. Believe it or not, I got a DUI in 1993.
You
Believe
don't
that?
Oh,
Could you
come
fucking
on.
believe
say.
that?
You're kidding.
hard to
So,
believe.
I'm
It
in
is.
there, I'm in the police station, they're booking me and, taking my information. Like, so where do you work? I'm like, I fucking telling you where I work, dude.
None of your
No,
damn
none
business,
you.
No,
dude.
I ain't telling you
I,
where I
I,
fucking work.
I work at none you. None your fucking business.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I work very hard at it.
That's
They know
right.
all that. They know all that shit now because every every county has a thing now where well, here anyway, they go to like what do they even call that? I guess it's NCIC computer. It's all listed in there.
Right. That's what the
So it's,
police use to federal
yeah,
crime uh,
yeah, it's all over the United States.
investigation shit. Hmm.
Yeah, I had a felony
They want to
capias out
know
for
what
me
kind of.
from Florida.
All I got to
I went
do is
down.
call the IRS.
I
Yeah,
went
IRS will
they
down.
know
tell them no
exactly where
lie.
you're at. They know
I went.
exactly how much you make. You know,
Yep.
I mean,
They
it's
do.
like
They
this,
really
all
do.
this shit. We need to see Trump's taxes. If there was a problem, the
Yeah.
IRS would have fucking done something after all these years of him being a billionaire. And
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
constantly audited, just like his. The IRS would have released and said something. Now,
Yeah.
I can tell you who doesn't pay his taxes.
Allie,
Fucking Al
big Al.
Sharpton.
Yeah.
And his ass still works on
Uh,
TV and all this good shit and gets paid, for
I
stirring
think
up
there's
shit.
something we should talk about. Apparently, not sure how true this is because I saw it on Facebook, so you never fucking know. And I haven't seen it in anywhere in the news, but Trump had been on Epstein's island.
Yeah.
And for a
Nope,
guy who said he barely knew him and threw him off out of the Lagomar or whatever it was, I don't know.
nope, nope, nope. Fake news.
Fake news. Because
Now,
there's a lot of people
Facebook
that believe
Facebook
it.
won't fact check that. Now, you know that. He
I mean, it
he
was on
flew.
Fox.
Yeah.
It was on Fox News as well, though.
You know,
Oh,
well,
was it?
yeah. Here's the flight. Here's the flight records. The only flight record they got with Trump on it,
Yeah.
because Epstein has a place in Florida too. Trump flew on Epstein's private jet from Florida to New York, back to
Yeah, it was just on. It wasn't on the
his home.
island. It was on the airplane.
Just
Yeah.
one of his
Oh, okay.
airplanes. He had
Yeah, it was.
several airplanes.
I
Yeah,
was
there was a
really
bunch of
want.
them
Well,
on
the
there.
liberals all believe it. The liberals believe it was Epstein's island,
Yeah.
Exactly.
and
It's just his plane within the continental United States. Hop, skip, and jump from Florida to New York, just taking a ride back to New York. Then Trump
okay.
found out what Epstein was really all about and just kicked his ass out of goddamn Mar-a-Lago and said, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Good.
liberals lying.
Oh, it's a deal by
Why the fuck
association bullshit. They
What they call
see.
should it?
spinning.
Oh, they had pictures of Trump and Epstein together. So what? What does
Yeah,
that
It
mean?
was
pictures
in
of
a.
Trump and
Somebody,
goddamn
somebody
everybody
goes up
together.
and
It was
goes,
at a
"Hey, we're
party.
gonna take a picture. Stand up. Big deal." You know what I mean? You ain't even
Yeah.
Yeah,
not know half the people in the fucking picture. Doesn't mean
It
shit.
was a big. It was at a big wig party, one of their big wig fucking fancy little get-togethers, and they just happened to be standing close to him.
right.
And
Imagine all
but
the parties Trump went to and there was other
oh yeah,
famous people there. You know,
And I'd almost bet if Melania was with him on that trip on the Lolita Express, number 51 or whatever it was, that's probably going. They won't ever bring that up, no matter if it was true or wasn't true. But
Well,
I
all
bet
I
nobody.
know is that the story I heard was that the pilot said Trump had been aboard the plane. Now he
Mhm.
never said. He just said he would. It was aboard the plane. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I was.
Epstein had
I knew.
several private planes, not just one. He had several.
Uh,
I mean, O'Don
all
was a
right.
playboy. I mean, he was a playboy before he got with
Yeah,
Melania. So
he doesn't. He never seemed like a guy that would do that. But
right, right. I
all
mean, as
right, I
far as the
feel better
pedophilia
now.
shit.
'Cause
Yeah,
I feel
well, I
better
mean,
now.
he already,
That's,
he's already a germaphobe.
Yeah.
Think about it. Really think about it. As germophobic as he is now, of course, he's xenophobic and claustrophobic and everything else
Hydrophobic.
you can imagine. Yeah, hyperphobic and you name it, megaphobic.
the picture.
But he's a germaphobe. So why would he be caught on a plane with these nefarious motherfuckers that are doing ungodly things with children? I don't see it happening. Believe me, I just don't see it.
That's the only one
Yeah,
bad thing about it. That is the kids
never
on the
impressed
plane.
me.
Yeah.
Well,
That's-
listen,
I think it's all a sad
nothing's
deal,
gonna
man. I
happen.
mean,
The only one's gonna go down is Ghislaine. She's just gonna go to prison, and no one else is gonna go. I mean,
you think Ghislaine will go to prison? I don't
who?
know, man. Ghislaine, that's how. Yeah, Ghislaine.
You
Ghislaine.
know,
All right.
yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
Ghislaine.
yeah, Ghislaine. I think
I'm
she.
really not seeing prison time. Just like
I don't
Smollett,
either, man.
I'm not seeing prison time.
Right. No, he'll get a
He's
little
lying his
probation.
ass
yeah, I'm
off,
not.
and it's worse
The
and worse
jury
every
is
day.
deliberate. Yeah, the jury is. Oh, you hear? He told the prosecutor not to use the N word anymore. That
Yeah.
guy got
Fr-
some huge
fr-
balls,
from his
man.
own
I
text.
need to. Yeah, I truly need to see that motherfucker be in jail. I really do. I mean, I need to see the tears streaming down his face when the judge tells him you're going. I need to see that.
I want to
Otherwise,
see.
my life is shit.
Well, there's six
I want to
counts.
see the video from a prison if they ever send him there, from two big ass white guys beating the fuck out of him for
He'll meet.
real.
He'll get to meet the Aryan Nation if he goes into prison. I mean, it's straight up, because
Yeah,
that's where they reside. They're a bunch of
exactly,
sick fucks. I had a
exactly.
I had a friend, man. He was a young guy, dude. I rode the school bus with him. He's like 5 years younger than me. But after he graduated from school, man, he started doing some shady shit and started selling drugs and so on and so forth. Anyway, he got busted in a big patch of marijuana and had a bunch of shit on him, and he got like 15 years, I think it was, and it was a pretty good stint at the Nashville prison, which is the main wall. It's it's a maximum lockdown. Anyway, he got in there, and I guess they had a couple hours a day, maybe an hour a day, to go out in the rec area and work out and run around, play basketball, whatever they wanted to do. But he got cornered out there by the Aryan Nation and the black dudes and everybody else. I mean, it's like you see those guys, that's your protection. We're your protection. Join us now, or we're gonna walk away and let these black dudes beat the total fuck out of you and maybe kill you. And so he's like, he didn't have no choice. Shaved that old head and got him a big Nazi swastika on the side of his head and shit on his face, on his neck, on his arms. I'm like, dude. I mean, there's subtle ways to do that shit without getting your forehead with a fucking swastika on it. I mean, damn, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't do well in prison. I think
Yeah,
I would
no,
just get out of the bus and find the biggest black guy I could find and punch him as hard as I could and just spend my entire time in fucking solitary, man. Because
Yeah.
I would not do well in prison because I'm not a joiner.
Right.
And I don't get tattoos on my face, and I don't want to join a gang and all
Right.
that shit. That's just not my style.
No.
And I'm old now, so I'll probably die.
I'll probably get stabbed on the first day in there because I'd tell somebody go fuck yourself. But I'm trying my
Uh,
best to stay out of that situation if I can.
well, I try very hard not to break the law, so that's a plus for us. That's
Right.
good.
I got a brother, next one up from me. I got 5 brothers total. One's dead, of course. Drug use his whole life, died from fentanyl laced heroin, which is what everybody's ODing from now.
Yeah.
And so the youngest one next to me, he spent his whole life in prison. And it all started on the school bus. I was like 5 years old. Guy broke a necklace off of me. Blah blah blah. He took him out the back door, beat his fucking face off the pavement, and now his eyes are both facing different direction. He's been a janitor his whole life. So he's a
There you go.
and Donnie went to prison when he was 17 to a place called Taft Youth Center, I believe was the name of it. And he broke out of there, run away. Well, when they caught him, took him to, he was 18, of course. And so they treated him as an adult, tacked on 10 years, and threw his ass in Bledsoe County Regional Correctional Facility. And in and out, stole my car, fucking got it impounded. Beautiful 74 Chevy square body pickup, 350 4-speed, nice motherfucker, dude. And anyway, it got confiscated and I never got to see it again. They wouldn't let me have it back. And well, they actually did decide to let me have it back 10 years later, but it already rotted to the ground. So tell them to scrape it up with a bucket and put it in the back of a truck and haul the fucker out of there. And he just, he's been a hellraiser his whole life. He just didn't give a fuck. He's
Sounds.
takes
I think.
7 cops, to
I think
arrest
you.
him.
And nothing personal, because I like you, but he sounds more like an asshole than a hellraiser.
He's an asshole. He's actually
Yeah, he
back in
kind of.
prison. He's back in prison right now.
Man, fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah.
really fucked you over.
Oh, he's a piece of shit. I was
Well,
up
look at
at
this way. He succeeded at his career. Give him credit for that.
yeah. Well, and the thing of it is, he's a talented dude. If he would just bring his head out of his ass and be a fucking dude instead of being a piece of shit. Well, one day I had my little Isuzu Impulse. Man, I was a young guy. I was fucking 19, 20, and I was setting up at his place in a local town. It's where where the payphones were at. Nice little parking lot in front of a GTE building. And so I just backed up there and had about a half a joint and I was going to smoke. And so I fired it up. I looked down to light the joint with my cigarette lighter and everything went white. Poof. Motherfucker reached through the window and hit me with a rock in my face. And I mean, next thing I know, I'm out the window beating his ass. And he's beating my ass and everybody's ass is getting beat. And I heard a fucking hammer on a gun cock back. It was a constable. And he said, Donnie, if you fucking don't let go of him, I'm going to shoot you in your damn forehead. And he let go of me. And we all had big knots on our fucking head. My eye was swelled shut. And old dude told me, get in your car and leave, man. I'll take care of this. He said, you want to press charges? I said, nah, my brother. We fight. It is what it is. I'm not going to put him in jail for fighting. But I'd like to know what the hell it was about. And I used to date an old girl, and apparently he fell in love with her too after I got rid of her. And she told him that we met up and fucked. And so he was going to bust my ass, for that. So, which had never happened. She was just trying to make him jealous, and she was a cunt like that. The Florida native chick. That's where she was from. I actually met her in Florida.
Yeah, wait.
She
Yeah.
was,
Blaine, Florida. Yeah.
yeah, Inverness. I call it the legend of the woolly swamp, dude. I lived on the Withlacoochee River down there at what the fuck was the name of that? Turner's Fish Camp, I believe was the name of it, and had a nice bar, man. You
Dude,
could
you
ride out.
throw a
Go ahead.
rock around here, you hit a fish camp. I mean, everybody's got a goddamn fish camp.
Yeah, it was wild.
Never heard of Turner's, but
Hey, I got to watch George Jones pick the guitar and sing in this little bar, though. It was pretty cool. That was a long time
yeah,
ago,
he's
though.
probably lost. Yeah, he's probably
He,
lost.
he was drunker
He
than
was
a
probably
fucking
supposed to
bicycle.
be like he's probably supposed to be in fucking Austin or something, but he forgot to show up. So I don't
No
know.
show Jones, that's a
There he
fact.
was at Turner, wondering why he ain't getting thousands of dollars to sing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're better off with your brother in prison, man. You ain't getting rocks thrown at your head and shit. I mean, damn, Daryl.
Yeah, it stopped later on, though. Like I say, that was like our last interaction. And after that, he knew I carried a pistol and I'd shoot him. My dad stabbed him once because he's a dumbass. I mean,
Jeez,
But
I
it's
saw
okay.
that
When
on
your dad-
Leave It to Beaver, that episode I was watching last night. That happened.
Oh shit, that's the Trailer Park Shuffle right there, son.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Hugh stabbed Beaver, and Beaver hit Wally in the head with a fucking brick, and then they told the cops to get the fuck out of here. Nobody's pressing charge.
Wait, was that the one where he fucked his neighbor's wife? I think it might have been.
Some Little House on the Prairie.
You're like
Yeah.
you're like an episode of Cops over there, Daryl.
Right.
It's been a really, really crazy, excitement-fulfilled life. I gotta say that. It was
Yeah, I can
never
do
a dull
without that
moment.
kind of. I'm glad. Yeah, when I was drinking, there was never a dull moment. Now I'm happy for the dull moments. Just living a regular life, like
I felt
as
so.
regular as I
Yeah.
can be. Anyway, I enjoy it. Without
Yeah.
the police and without the fucking fucked up friends and the people coming by and all that bullshit.
I felt so bad for my mom and dad because they stuck around for so long. I moved out when I was 17. I couldn't put up with that fucking bullshit no more. I had enough. I told them, I said, if y'all want to put up with this, that's your life, baby. Just live it to the fullest. I headed my ass to fucking Florida, and that's where I stayed. And I was in Inverness for a long time, Floral City, Crystal River, Clearwater, Denellen, Hernando. Fuck, I was all over
Oral
that place.
City.
Floral City, yeah.
Oral City.
Yeah, there's also Anal Passage. I don't know where you going with it, son.
Well, he's about Coochie River. Well, what's the difference?
Oh shit! No,
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
got.
never-
You get out. You drive over a tiny bridge that goes over a creek, and it's got a 35-foot name. You actually have to stop and sound out the fucking
Yeah.
word because it's like
Yeah.
literally you don't know what the. It's like
Yeah.
what? It's an Indian type of fucking something or another. I'm like, Jesus, for a bunch of people can barely speak English, they sure use a lot of letters in every fucking word.
But
Yeah, it's like Camp
but what
Anacawanda.
do you have against Indians? But you don't have job opening. No, why not?
No religion too. Damn.
Yeah, Chief Biles
That
no
was the
move.
worst. Yeah, that's
Camp
the worst
Anacawanda.
fucking Indian accent.
Yeah, it was kind of lame-o. I gotta tell you. Hey, I'm grasping at straws, Jerry.
Well, that's like us.
Yeah, it's not really
the
the right
longest
Indian
bridge.
either.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
think
longest
that's
bridge in Louisiana, between Lafayette and Baton
well,
Rouge, is over 18 miles long, and it's the Atchafalaya Basin. You ought to hear people screw that fucking word up.
There is a tunnel in Floral City. It's a tunnel of trees. It's a bunch of live oak trees that grow real pretty and they're intertwined and they got Spanish moss and all that pretty shit. And there's like some background colors and I mean it's just a really cool place to drive in the summertime when everything's in full bloom. And I love it, man. That's the only thing I remember about Floral City that I really enjoyed. Everything else was just a fucking blur.
Oh yeah, Jerry, this is Keith Ralph. We could write a song about Daryl over here and his
Yeah,
adventures. It'd be
you
like,
could probably write a book.
oh, let's keep Daryl away from any squirrels. We don't know what they're going to do. No, Daryl, don't go near the squirrels, okay?
uh, I
Anybody
might.
anybody was recording that song? Oh yeah, the show's recording, right?
Yeah,
Warner
Yeah,
Brothers is
more or
trying
less.
to get us a lick here.
it wasn't as good as
Yeah,
Leroy, I gotta tell you. That was like my
Fred did.
yeah, Leroy, my bad Leroy Brown. That Leroy shot himself in the head when he was dead.
Yeah.
Never mind. We'll pass along this little tidbit of this progeny.
Hmm.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell he just said, but that's fine. We
So there was a pedophile, a rapist, and a criminal, career criminal walked into a bar with Kyle Rittenhouse, and he said, "Shots on me." Ah, that's pretty funny, right?
I saw that one.
Yeah, I think I heard that.
all these people
Uh,
putting up these memes and making up names for him. I don't think he actually likes it.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
actually
I
told fucking LeBron James
Hey,
to fuck off.
he told him,
yeah, kind
yeah,
of
he
like
told him, yeah.
yeah. That was actually pretty cool. I gotta admit,
well, you know,
He's
because you don't really
you ain't
see
got much choice
anyone.
now. I mean, what can you say?
You know, LeBron James is like the chosen one, so you don't really hear that kind of thing from anyone. My question
uh,
is, I mean, he was young. Maybe that's why. Why do you like him in the first place? I mean, the guy is an asshole. By all accounts, he's a fucking asshole. Even his teammates don't really like him.
It's gone to his
supposedly
head. I mean, he's
Rittenhouse
been
is on Glenn Beck tonight. There's a podcast or a TV show or something that the Blaze maybe, I'm not sure, but
Probably well,
he's
because
gonna,
Glenn Beck, it's on the Blaze.
yeah, yeah. I listen to the Glenn Beck podcast like during the day at work, but I'll switch back and forth a lot. But he don't have a Blaze podcast. I don't guess. I don't think he does
It's
anyway.
just the show that he has on it, I believe.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how they're getting that much mileage out of him. Hey,
Well,
what
you
are you
know,
going to ask him? What are you going to ask him? I
he
don't
asked
know.
him a bunch of questions that nobody else has. Like, is he
Like what?
willing to pick a gun up again? And what are you going to do? And what's next?
Here's
You
what
going to
I'd ask.
college?
Here's what I'd ask him. I'd ask him shit like, "How is your life now? I mean, are you
Yeah.
getting death threats? Or is everything cool? Or
My lawyers tell me
getting
I'm
back
going to make
into
a
the
shit
swing of
ton of
life?"
money from
Somebody
suing
did
all these
ask him.
fucking corporations. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know.
that's what I'd be
he
talking
said
about.
he said he now wants to be a lawyer
Yeah. Said he gave up on the paramedic and all
because
that
he
shit.
said because he's in so many ways paraphrasing. He said because that crooked ass lawyer prosecutor that I had to go up against. He said I want to correct some son of a bitches like that. You know, those
Yep.
people
He
have to
should
go.
thank his lucky fucking stars that lawyer was that fucking bad.
Yes, exactly.
So I don't
I
know
think
if
that.
that guy was that bad or the case was just so fucking bad. I
Yeah,
mean, it was.
he
I
didn't have
mean,
a leg to stand
I
on to
think that
begin with.
guy.
You know.
Yeah, first of all, he had nothing, and he was making. It seemed like he was making shit up as he went along, and it seemed like he was. And even his defense lawyer said it seems like he's trying to get an intentional mistrial.
Exactly.
Because then in the background, 6 months from now, they can say we'll not be pursuing charges against Kyle Rittenhouse for whatever reason. And
Right.
everybody saves some face that way. But this just was fucking horrible, man.
It's the
That
same
was
thing
a
with this
waste.
Justice Smollett stupid shit. I mean, how dumb can these motherfuckers be to just continue the lie with more stupidity?
Just
It's
wasting
ridiculous.
money.
Yeah. But
That's all they're
Yeah.
doing.
Now all of a sudden he
the
had a
jury went in.
relationship with one of the black dudes that
Right.
supposedly attacked him. I'm like,
Gross.
so they're trying to
Yeah.
extort him or some shit. I mean,
If
come
that
on.
ain't true, he may want to go to prison because that black guy may come after his
No,
ass. He
it's
gets off.
Have you
it's
seen them
like
big
the
old dudes? Them some big
the
Yeah.
motherfuckers,
district
dude.
the district attorney's got a pool of fucking lawyers, and they probably sat around with a fucking dice and going, "Low motherfuckers got to prosecute Jesse." Oh
Right.
fuck, goddamn me! Best out of three. Come on, I don't want this fucking case. Are you
Right.
kidding? Jesus Christ.
Well, at
Yeah.
least
Jeez.
Jesse, with Jesse Smollett, at least he did it. I mean, it's fucking, he did it. Oh, the first night I was like, shit, that's pretty bad. And then we had a show. And I remember Matt saying, there's a polar vortex. There's no way this shit happened the way he said. And I was like, holy fuck, he's right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
I
an
remember
idiot. That fucking Smollett. And I tell you. And he still gets on the stand and lies and shit. I guess cross-examination got him pretty good today, though. Supposedly he got up there and said some shit he shouldn't have said, and the judge told him to shut up and stop interrupting lawyers, and if he wanted to object, have his lawyer object. He can't fucking object. I mean, shit.
Really?
What do you? Yeah, it was crazy, man. I guess he was. I don't know. It's seems kind
Now
of far out there to me.
this is a weird case. Everybody and their mother, black people, everybody knows he's lying. But are they
Oh,
going
yeah.
to convict him? Really? Can
They'll
they?
probably
Yeah.
convict him. He ain't going to get jail time. I'd be surprised if he got jail time. He'll probably
Well,
do community service, pay some massive fine, pay back maybe for the frickin' for the
li-
fucking the police investigation or something, and
it is a first-degree misdemeanor, so 6 counts of first-degree misdemeanor might as well be 2 felonies.
all
Supposedly,
I know is he could get 3 years. I don't see him doing
yeah,
3 years, although
right.
he's the
3
right
years of
proclivity.
probation, probably, or something. Probably something
Yeah, I don't
stupid
know.
like that.
Yeah,
I
probably.
mean,
And then
probably
be court
with
ordered to blow the big black dude twice. That'll be his sentence.
So we can see, yeah, they want to make sure he's telling the truth. What the fuck? That's
Yes,
that's
you must
well,
blow him on film so we can prove that you guys had a relationship.
the
Yeah.
arrogance of this guy with the don't say the N word, the words he was actually saying, and the arrogance of his lying, and the arrogance on his interviews after this shit supposedly happened. That motherfucker, I still think, deserves 10 fucking years. He had the entire goddamn world. The entire world was watching this shit. It wasn't just America. It was the entire fucking world that this guy was lying to and still is.
Yeah.
And there are
Well, then
still
you
morons out there to believe him.
Yeah,
Good.
he
and
was
it's
making
been
God.
100
tens of thousands of
120,000.
dollars,
Yeah.
over 3,000 hours of police work.
Yeah.
You know, he makes $120,000
And
an
they
episode
straight up
for his
said he's full of
stupid film.
shit.
Yeah.
Their conclusion was he's full of shit, he's lying.
That's
I
what
mean,
they'll do. They'll charge him. I mean, it'll be monetarily though. It won't be
he
any
needs to
Oh,
pay
yeah.
back
downside.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Now,
Yeah.
he's broke as a
He
broke
need
dick
his
dog, but still.
he, no, yes, he should be. His bank account should read minus 50. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. With a
Then he
$35
was
overdraft fee that he can't get rid of. That's what his bank account should say. The whole fucking world was watching this bullshit.
Mhm.
And that's what it was. It was nothing more than bullshit.
Brought all the liberal
He
bleeding hearts
deserves
out to
every
try
bad
with him.
thing, and his career ruined, and every bad thing there possibly could be happening should be happening to this guy with his arrogance and his lying and his bull. He's still to this day lying. God
Yep.
damn, don't we have perjury laws in this country?
He
Yes.
got no choice now. He's in so deep. He got to
Yeah.
fucking follow it
But
through.
they needed just one more, which they it's never ending, but one more Trump white supremacist story. That's exactly what they needed. And he tried to make it right, but he totally botched that shit for some supposedly, great actor.
You know what
I don't
it
think
is?
so.
This is the dumbest fucking plan ever made by a dumb person, and dumb people are normally arrogant. Okay?
Because they think they're smart people.
Narcissistic as there is. They claim Trump's
Yeah.
a narcissist. This motherfucker is narcissistic. I mean, this motherfucker thinks that he's just, the bee's knees, as they say. He just can't do any wrong. Right? He lying
Well,
fuck.
Yeah, he was like,
That's
and
why
why
I'm
would I try to fake this? I made plenty of money. Why would I have to try? I don't know
he was
why
trying
you tried to fake
He
this.
was
I have no
he
idea.
was trying to be more famous, man. I mean, he was making
Well,
$120,000 per episode
Well, that
on that
his
show.
defense was, I made a lot of money. Why would I do? I'm like, I don't know. You're fucking
Yeah,
crazy. I guess. I don't.
right.
Yeah,
You're
but the
fucking
thing was,
stupid and
he
crazy.
was kind of protesting with this show there or whatever the fuck he was on. I had never heard of the fool until that day.
yeah.
But he was pissing and moaning that they just weren't paying him enough. So he was trying to go after more money from the show he was on. That's
Well,
what it
then
was
now
all about.
in the court, now he
So he's
claims he
probably
was making
broke as
plenty
fuck.
of money.
Well, no,
He
he's
claims
broke
he was
as
Well,
making
fuck.
not
plenty of
only
money.
that, not only that, actors generally are narcissistic, so they enjoy being in the spotlight, whether it be good or bad. And I've never met an actor really, but I've heard that many actors, no matter how bad they may be, think they're great actors. So he probably figured he would act his way out of this. And I watched part of that interview just the other day with Robin Roberts when it first happened. He way overdid it on that. He
Yes.
way over. That's a ham motherfucker. That is one of them fucking salty ass motherfucking caramel dripped all fuck off or whatever the hell Daryl was talking about. With a goddamn fucking apple, a fucking pear, and some slow fruit on top of it acted. That's what that was.
And some
shit.
grape jam on top.
Yeah. And a strawberry
Damn.
jelly on the top there, and
Yeah,
then
and
all
top
that.
it with whipped
Yeah,
cream
that
and a
was
cherry.
way overdone. He's a ham actor. I saw the interview he did. That guy, doesn't it, like a week or 2 weeks, whatever, after it happened. And he was like with the fucking fake tears, and then I mean,
Yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse, that boy embarrassed himself. He's crying so fucking hard. This guy, you could just see his lip was quivering, and he's just like, and he was half whispering, half talking when he was getting a point across. I'm like, oh my god.
And the liberal media and all the liberals, not just the media, but everybody, actors in Hollywood. Fake white tears.
Right.
I had to throw the word white in there.
Yeah, but he's like 5'5" and 140 pounds, and he fought off two big fucking motherfuckers who were about to
The
kick
big
his ass.
MAGA boys. Them old MAGA
Yes,
boys.
but I fought back. I fought. I want other gay
I'm the
children to
gay
know
Muhammad
that
Ali.
I
God damn it!
can fight back.
Look at me.
I scratched the big one. Did you see the big scratch on it?
Yeah, I have scars.
I
left
want to
from
know,
this attack.
did the prosecutor bother to ask the African guys if they were doing the booty dance with old Jussie? I mean, that's what I'd like to
They said one of
What
them
did
was.
they say?
They said one.
Well, that's what Jussie said.
No.
The two
Yeah,
brothers
but
said, "No, that's nonsense. He's lying
yeah,
again."
Who's going to
yeah.
admit being queer in the middle of
Yeah.
fucking?
Well, I don't know what good that would do him to claim that anyway. So what?
Well, hell, hey, well, I
Well,
ain't do shit, boy.
well, here's the reason, Matt. Because the two guys, the two brothers said, "Well, Jesse paid us $3,500, whatever the fuck it was, to beat him up, so to speak. We planned it." Well, Jesse's thing is, well, I had a relationship with one of them, and now they're just trying to get back at me because it was a failed relationship or something. I don't. It was stupid. Another fucking lie. He just keeps digging his
Well,
hole deeper and deeper.
listen,
he,
the
could-
guy
he,
you work for, that you work for, comes to you with this plan, and you
Right.
agree to
Yeah.
$3,500. Really, this
Right.
is what you do? You agree to $3,500. I'm like, dude, at least get 10 grand for this. I mean, if and make it look good, and there's something. I don't
For
know.
a
Be
fake
white, first of
crime.
all.
Don't.
Yeah, because if
Yeah,
it gets all botched like it did, and it doesn't play out very well, everybody's going to court. Everybody's going to testify against everybody.
one of
Make it
them big
worth
old
your
boy,
while.
one of them big old boys tossed his salad. All he'd had to do is say they gang raped me and anally raped me because they probably did anyway. And he could have
Right.
just went to the hospital and got checked. And that boy did. He wrecked his ass. So he could have
yeah.
probably made it
Man.
work on that one. You know what I mean?
And
Well,
and
that
I
would
like
have been
I
a
like
hate
this part.
crime, though. That would have been,
Well,
just a
right.
regular
Hey,
Saturday night for him. That wouldn't have been a hate crime. Come on.
I like
Yeah.
this part though. Jesse even testified, about his noose around his neck, which was like a some kind of little rope or something. I don't know what it was. Anyway, he actually claimed he admitted that he had taken the noose off his neck at one point, but then put it back on and actually made it tighter when he called the cops and they came to so for evidence and shit. Well, the cops had the differences in the tightness of the noose, and because he said he wanted to put it back because he felt that it was tampering with evidence. So you need to put it back where it originally was. I'm like, I know this motherfucker didn't just say that.
Yeah, because somebody does that to anybody here. When they leave? What's the first thing you're gonna do? You're gonna fucking
Take your
wet your
damn
eyes
noose off.
and you're gonna take that motherfucker off of your neck and probably throw it from you. Okay.
Yes.
Well, the
Yeah.
cops didn't. They said they didn't believe him from the start,
Yeah,
but
and they did all
because
their
of all the
investigation
media,
and they said he's full of shit.
yeah, I mean, from the start they didn't. They said they didn't believe him because but with all the the whole world watching, they had to go through the motions and shit. So they did, and they got Jesse, which was great. Now
Yeah.
all we got to do is get that motherfucker into prison, where I don't have to worry about my sanity anymore. Because I got to tell you, I'm tired of not seeing people go to jail for stupid shit like this.
Yeah. Like these motherfuckers in, all over the place.
And Kim
California
Fox,
and
she needs to go.
everywhere. Yeah, that too. But they staged these looting events, 80 motherfuckers was what they estimate with crowbars and mallets. Attacking stores and shit, busting in, stealing shit. Yeah, and these ain't no cheap stores like Nordstrom's and Louis Vuitton and all this shit. And even the fucking Walgreens and Home Depot and shit. That's a lot of the times beating up the fucking employees when it's during the daytime. Nobody fucking goes to jail. And
Even
Nope.
started.
AOC says, well, that's not even happening. It's
Yeah.
not a problem.
Yeah,
Even the fucking
yeah. Well,
mayor or whatever the fuck it is from over there says, we don't have rampant crime and around. Motherfucker, please.
Yeah, they've even started following people home, man, and robbing them outside their damn house with the shit they just bought.
You saw that shit?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy,
Harold?
man.
And
Yeah.
well, the dumbest thing the cops ever fucking started was that shit. This
Yeah.
just started. It's like I guess somebody calls the cops and says, "I need you to follow me home because there's something, I don't feel safe."
Yeah.
Well,
They won't
these
do it.
fools, they decided to find these two white guys. I think it was just two white guys, and then it's like two black guys roll up on them in police garb and shit.
Yeah.
And I forgot what it was all about. They were like
Mhm.
going to, we want to see your info. Kind of implemented these white guys in some kind of crime is what they were trying to, perpetrate here. So the cops were there to investigate. Well, they followed these two white guys home, and one of them, the cops, had a gun, and puts it up to one of the white guys, and that white dude was big. He should have punch drunk that son of a bitch right out the picture of that surveillance camera. But anyway, oh no, that was the one with the mallet. One had a gun, one had a mallet. What fucking cop
Oh, all
carries
cops
around a
carry mallets.
mallet?
Yeah.
That was the one
Yeah.
with the
Big man.
mallet. Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, these dudes strong armed, these black dudes strong armed these two white dudes, and eventually there's three black dudes, and they rob them of their wallets and shit, and then they go off camera. The surveillance ends because it's right underneath, like where the door is outside, or right over the door outside. So they strong arm them into their house and rob them fucking blind, and
Yeah.
get the fuck away. Still
Then
looking
there
for
was
them now. Their faces are plain as fucking day on the goddamn camera. Like somebody knows these fools.
there was a
Mhm.
one after that. This lady was pushing her baby in the fucking stroller down her driveway, and two dudes. You couldn't tell what color they was or whatever. So I ain't gonna say they were black dudes, but anyway, they come in, had their hoodies up, drawed a gun on the chick, took her fucking Apple iWatch and something else, a present, and the baby's formula and diapers and all that shit. Took it. And she took the baby out of the stroller. I think they even took it. So I was like, man, who in the hell does that to people? That's sad as fuck.
Took the stroller or the baby?
No, she got the baby.
Oh, okay.
And I
What the
think
hell are
they
you gonna
took
do with
this.
a stroller?
Right. Sell it. Buy
The
some
baby
crack,
mama
probably.
probably needed. Baby mama
Yeah, well,
needed
that
one.
too. Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, it's getting
I gotta say, there are
ridiculous.
some days I'm like with Daryl. It's like, where the fuck are we living anymore? I mean, are these people for fucking real? Do they have so little regard for themselves and others that this is what they're fucking doing?
It's all they're about.
Oh,
What's
they know
worse is the
they can get
politicians
away
let it
with
go
it.
on.
They get away with it.
Yeah.
Dude, they actually
Like
think we owe them
they
something.
caught 40 of them fuckers in San Francisco that had been doing all these smash and grabs and fucking
Right.
let them out on no bail fucking bond or anything.
Immediately out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a group of people that think we owe them everything, not just something, every fucking thing. I mean, how can you ever appease that kind of an attitude? You
Yeah.
can't.
The
Well,
unappeasable.
Yeah.
first of all, you can't appease anyone because they just take advantage of it and it becomes worse.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the
Exactly.
problem. This whole country spends all this time appeasing all these people, and it's just making us weak is what it's doing.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
how
vines growing up in a tree.
many billions
Yeah.
and trillions of dollars have we given to foreign countries like our enemies, like China and Russia and all of these motherfuckers? Have they ever been appeased yet? No. And we still give them money.
Well, what was it?
And they keep
Apple
fucking with
got
us.
did a $248 billion deal to ignore genocide and all that kind
Yeah,
of bullshit with
genocide.
China.
China shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. LeBron's a
Yeah.
big China dude, kind of like Slow Joe
Uh-huh.
too. Hunter Biden
it's
got his
it's one
millions
one
and
of these
millions of
fucking
dollars.
It's one of these fucking deals where we got traitors inside the government, we got traitors in big business, and half the country is selling out the rest of us because then what are we going to do? Okay, it's
They
perfectly legal because these people have the money to make the politicians make laws that make this shit perfectly legal. So
hell,
what
they've
are you going? You
even
can't put them in jail. You can't do any of that. China needs to be completely cut off from the rest of the world. At the very least, America. You know, we need to cut China out altogether. I mean, first of all, eBay would go out of fucking business because everything on there is from China.
And Amazon.
Walmart would go out of business. There are all kinds of places that would go out of business. But you know, go into fucking Walmart. When's the last time you see anything made in America in Walmart? Nothing. Nothing's made in America.
With all the Made in America signs on it, and you look where the sign is, and find one of the articles Made in America.
Mm-hmm.
Let me,
Oh no,
let
they'll
me
put
tell you.
something on. I saw one the other day on some tool made in China by an American company. It's like,
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Well, let me tell you
okay.
what. Let me tell you
Thailand
what
or
we.
something.
Let me tell you what we do with our wheels. Well, 80% of them anyway. Our mats and our wheels, they go to China or to Mexico or to India, where they produce the rubber that we actually use. None of that shit's made in America. You can't. I
No,
mean, there's
Yeah,
no rubber trees
yeah.
in America,
And
really.
here's
there's no Tylenol made in America.
Right.
All of the medication shit's made in
here's
China.
here's the fucking problem though. Here's the fucking problem though. See, now we got a man-made freaking, supply chain bullshit. Okay, but if everything was made in America, that wouldn't be a problem. Okay, if we would quit. I mean, yeah, I go literally a quarter mile down the street. There's 8,000 fucking cows in the field. You're telling me that we don't have enough cows? Well, we got to have meat brought into Walmart from fucking Mexico? Really? We got to do that. Okay, it's bullshit. This is globalism. So that when one country fucking drops, and we have done so much to help China get a good economy going, to the point now where they're overtaking us by leaps and fucking bounds.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Well, see,
we're not doing anything to stop them.
Well, no, we're paying back the debt that we owe them, so we can never stop them because we borrowed from them so damn much. It's pitiful.
look at the company Smithfield. Do you know that's an American-based company? But do you know who owns it? A Chinese company.
Well,
That's
yeah, a
how.
lot of our isn't
Yeah.
Smithfield. Don't they make hams?
They make bacon, ham.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bacon. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't even read the labels on the bacon because it'll make me sad. But
Right.
look what we're doing. I mean, we're selling out our politicians, the big business, are selling out the country to the fucking Chinese and then the highest bidder.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, you
unless
want to
it's
help
plutonium, then we're selling that to the fucking Russians.
You want to help your local economy? Go to your local slaughterhouse and buy their bacon and their hamburger meat.
Yes, and I was going to say that, Daryl, our local slaughterhouse, which is not a big outfit, just recently within the past couple of months or so, a major company bought them out, and they're going to expand that thing and spend several $1 million to make it a whole processing plant.
Yeah, and
Our
then
local butchers do what we do, and they make the boudin, they make your steaks, but it's just our community. But this new plant is only gonna use local cattle, hogs, farm raised animals.
That's awesome, man.
Nothing from any other state, nothing. Just
But
from
then the Chinese will come in and offer them 50 million above what retail is on it, and
They'll
buy it
sell
just so
out
they can corner
eventually,
the market.
that.
Yeah, and that's how it goes. That's
We're
how
priced
America
on
is.
everybody's head,
Yeah, I mean that's what they're doing to the housing market right
It's
now.
not so much. It's not so much, Nick. I don't think that there's a price on everybody's head. I think there's a lack of ethics in this country.
Fucking yeah.
Well,
Where
they
money
kind
is,
of go hand in hand. You hear
yeah,
people make a promise. I'll never do that. I'll never do that. And then
yeah.
the right amount of money comes in, and
Yeah.
bam, broke
Well,
a
like I
I
said,
promise.
get
they're
people
doing.
want to be well off, but you know what? I got to tell you something. One of the reasons that I'm broke now is because I detail cars my whole fucking life. I would only do it my way. I would only do what I wanted to do. I would only work for the people I wanted to work for because I got sick of working for other fucking people, and I'm just like that. And it, but I never betrayed what I was. I never betrayed how I did stuff. I never betrayed, anything like that. I mean, I had guys offer me, I had all kinds of offers to do all kinds of shit. I would say no because this is what I do. This is how I do it. And I'm not going to stop doing that because that's how I got where I was. And I mean, I was trusted. I mean, I did a good job and blah, 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 and all that bullshit. People didn't have to worry about me. They hand me, people I barely knew, hand me their fucking keys to their car. You know, the problem is, that's a tiny little thing. But when you get into big business, somebody offers you $100 million for something. Oh, you stop caring? Really? I couldn't do it. That's why I
Yeah.
couldn't be in big business because I couldn't sell to China. Okay, it bothers me that 99% of the shit we eat and I buy is from China. It does.
Yeah.
But
Well, now
America don't help itself
we're having to
either because
once
like you
again
can buy the same
import oil.
products they built here and it's 5 times the fucking price
Right.
for
11
the
months
exact
ago,
same
we were
product that's
exporting
made with
oil.
the exact same shit. Yeah, I know.
Now we're importing
Yeah,
because of
yeah.
Biden. Cut out all of
And
Trump's
begging people to.
and begging OPEC, and OPEC told him, "Fuck you." Like,
Yeah,
and then he
I
does it
don't blame
again. He
them.
goes back begging. He goes back begging. You know, cuts off Keystone XL
Yeah,
pipeline, and then approves that Nord Stream shit for Russia. But now all of a sudden he wants to get tough with Russia. You know, and he's
yeah,
using the Nord Stream pipeline thing against Russia because Russia's all fucking lining up. They got 75,000 fucking troops on fucking Ukraine border. You don't know what fucking China's gonna do with Taiwan, and Russia and China's all they're up each other's ass. I mean, Biden's gonna get us into a fucking world war, is what he's gonna do
More than
because
likely.
he's a pussy, and he's he's touting. Oh, we're gonna put more, sanctions and money. No, motherfucker, you might have to start shooting
And
missiles and
now,
dropping bombs.
what if Russia and China make their moves coordinatedly? What the fuck are we gonna do? What are we
You
gonna
know,
do?
exactly.
Nothing.
it
Because
all
now
goes
China
back.
has these supersonic fucking missiles that
Oh fuck. Yeah.
that's a one shot one. You cannot block it. There is
Russia,
nothing we have can block it.
Russia has it too. So they have it if China has it. They're in cahoots together.
Yeah, and you know who gave them all the money to do that?
Yeah, we did.
United States taxpayer money.
Yeah, that's why I
That's where all
said
the money came from.
we, we the people did that,
Probably
and
plus the
That's what I
technology,
always say.
and they upped it.
This,
They upped the technology.
yeah,
this is what I always say. Everybody knows it's bad, but if we ever found out how bad it is,
oh yeah,
there would be motherfuckers hanging in town squares all over this fucking country.
yeah.
And I'm not just talking about the politicians. There's a whole lot of other people involved too. There would be literally lynchings all over this fucking country.
Yep, it goes from the all the way from the top of the government to the bottom of the
Yep.
local government. The
Yep.
corrupt son of a
And not only
bitches
that, you're
everywhere.
talking about big businessmen and all these other places. And all their cronies and so forth, and the lobbyists, and
Yeah, your
our government is a
Nike and
business.
Bill Gates of the world and all this shit. Yeah, and like that video you posted the other day, Jerry. That it was a Glenn Beck showing that guy had put that TikTok thing about
Yeah.
who who has stake in the fucking vaccines.
We're
Fucking
done,
U.S.
man.
government.
We're done already.
Yeah.
You got every major city's the mayor is like a black woman or a black chief of police or black this, black black mayor, black everywhere, and they still blame everybody else. And we're fucking done. Fucking
Yeah, they just call them.
done, man.
Yeah.
They call them all Uncle
There's
Toms, and that's it.
there's still no what do they call it, equity now, or
Yeah.
equality, whatever the fuck they want to call it now.
Equity, that's their word.
Yeah. I earn equity in my house. That's about all the equity I know about it. But if it happens to fucking go up in value,
I just lost equity in my truck
equity is
last
not.
night.
They never read the dictionary to find out the difference between equity and equality or whatever the hell the other one is.
No, they
Right.
don't
Yeah.
need to do that. They just take a word that sounds important and make a new meaning for it. That's all they do. Or they just make up a new fucking word. That's
Right.
So
What
in the
equity?
end, yeah.
The
Matt, I'm sad to say, I think Matt's right. I think we've
Yeah, he's
gone
right.
to, it's too far gone. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody expected Trump to turn the whole country around and have it fixed in 4 years. It's just not gonna fucking happen.
can't do it.
We
No.
have been going down the tubes for over 100 years, if not more. It's going to take at least that goddamn long to get back out, and we don't have enough people with enough fucking stones in governments to change any of it.
Yeah. The
Everybody's
only
screaming for DeSantis. DeSantis, yeah, DeSantis right now is running for fucking president. He wouldn't be
yeah.
doing half the shit he's doing right now if he wasn't running for fucking president.
Yep. Yeah. The only resolve we had was the 4 years that Trump was in office. That we're having all the Russia and China, staging a possible war on the borders of people that they want to conquer. None of that was happening.
Yeah.
Lil Kim there, Trump's the only fucking American president ever to cross into the North Korean border.
DMZ.
The DMZ.
The DMZ,
The only
yeah.
president ever. And
Yep.
Lil Kim there, he stopped testing missiles. He did all that shit. Trump got out of that fucking Iran nuclear deal shit and the Paris Accords and all that crap. Got out of all that bullshit because he said, we're paying all these motherfuckers and they're not paying their share. Why? Why do we do this?
Well, you look at
Well,
Saudi Arabia. Even the poorest person in Saudi Arabia is a millionaire.
Right?
You don't hear anything about anybody being homeless in Saudi Arabia. In America, there's
I
twice as
wouldn't
much
go that
money.
far about it.
There's not. You can look into it. You don't hear
Oh,
anything about homeless.
they got fucking slaves in Saudi Arabia.
Well,
Don't
I
kid
mean,
yourself.
you know what I mean, though. They're wealthy people, a wealthy nation, and it's all oil based. So
yeah.
anyway, with all the money and all the per capita and the people power that we've put into building what we have in America, there's no reason why every man and woman should not be able to be wealthy enough to not be in poverty. There's just no reason for it. The only thing in the middle that stops that from happening is the federal government.
Yeah, giving all our money away.
And that's where they've been
Well, you
injected
take
since 1913. Bunch of sad
Max
fucks.
is here. Hello, Max.
Hey, man.
And he said something that I agree with. We talk about Russia. We talk about China being our biggest enemy. Joe talks about white supremacists being our biggest enemy. Our biggest fucking enemy, as he has just said, is our own governments.
Yeah,
Because they're
Correct.
the ones doing this shit to us you ever notice the government never does much for you? They just do it to you.
Mm-hmm.
They want all the
Okay.
no, they want more from you. Not
Hmm.
that's what they want. More taxes, more taxes, more taxes,
Yeah,
so we
but
can give it
that's
to
the
a foreign
same as
country.
yeah, that's the same as doing it to you. I mean, think about it, Bernie Sanders wanted 90% tax rate. I mean, we're already paying probably close to 70 by the time
Yeah.
you're done buying all the shit for between paychecks,
Yeah, but how many
whatever.
homeless people does he really want, except for himself?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I mean, how much more? I mean, how much more is that than what we're already paying? Every time you buy something, you pay a state tax, you pay this
But
tax, you pay that tax, get paid
people,
on money you earn, you pay a tax. You got to
yeah,
pay, blah blah blah. We've been through this 100 times. There's a tax on every goddamn thing. And then, like in Florida, they make a big deal out of this school supply, no tax for a week, tax free school supplies. Really?
yeah.
You know how
Well, the
much
school just keeps
you
asking
save?
for
Like,
more shit throughout the year.
yeah, yeah. So it's like if you got one kid, you probably save $3. Okay, give me a fucking
Right?
break. Okay.
Yeah.
One thing about Florida,
You
there's
know,
no food taxes though. We pay like 8.75 to
oh,
9.75, depending on
take
if it's
my word
fruit
for
or.
it. When I take my word for it, they have taxes on food here.
They just put it in with the
You don't
price.
see it.
Oh,
Right, right.
oh,
Yeah,
there's
it's like when I
definite.
sell shit on eBay. Okay, I mean I'm sending it free shipping, but they're still paying for it because I'm adding
Mm-hmm.
the shipping to it.
Right.
It's no
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
different.
depending. You go to Walmart, look at your receipt, and buy several different products from the different departments.
Variable prices on taxes.
Look at the
Yeah,
variable taxes on them.
yeah.
You know, the our parish, we live in parish, not counties. Parish tax is, I think it's the highest in Louisiana, 10.75%.
Jesus Christ. So that's twice you pay taxes on your money. So
Ten
Yeah,
that's
percent.
yeah,
10.7, 10.75%
yeah.
parish
So
tax.
almost 11%. We're at 7 here. Holy
Yep,
shit.
yep, we're
Yeah,
getting
Oh, and
so
they're
close.
supposed to. Yeah, they're every time they raise it a penny, it's to fix the roads, which they never fix.
Yeah,
see
and I have this
Uh,
big fucking pothole right in front of my house
if
that
you
they
notice
yeah.
will never fix.
every state that don't charge you taxes on your food, there'll be a state tax with that. At the end of the year, whenever you file taxes, you'll have to
Well,
pay a state
yeah,
tax. See,
exactly.
we don't
No, we
have to
don't
pay
pay
state
state.
tax here. Right.
No, we don't have state tax here. But what they do is they just put it in the price, or they do because Walmart's got to pay. You know how many billions of dollars they pay in taxes? So we're paying their taxes too. It's not only we paying our own, we're paying everybody else's. So, and
Yeah,
we literally started a war over taxation without representation.
exactly.
Uh,
You
and
know,
we
till
don't
this day.
have, I mean, first of all, we have no way to win, but I think it's the only thing left, and I don't look forward to it at all because first of all, I see what passes as the so-called patriots and three percenters, and I'm not impressed at all. A bunch of guys that seem to think they're qualified to lead thousands upon thousands of men and women into battle, and they don't. I mean, I don't care. Listen, folks, if you were a captain in the Army or the Marine Corps or something, you are still not qualified to lead an army. The only ones qualified to lead an army are generals who have been generals, not ones like in the military that are made generals. I'm talking about a real live one. Okay. And a lot of them, because when they come together with a plan of attack, you know what D Day took and how many generals were involved in D Day? Okay. I mean, the amount of people on the logistics side of planning it, getting everything together, getting all the least problem was the men. Everything else was, and all the shit that was going on behind the scenes, with I'm sorry, we don't have any of that. And every war that we have been in conflict, like the United States in the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, the South, the North, they already had governments set up. They had a chain of command for the military. They had trained troops. You name it. We don't have any of that. And I'm sorry, I've been listening to people screaming about militas for years now, and I'm very unimpressed with militas. They like to get dressed up and look really tough in their military gear, but in the end, they ain't shit.
Yeah. Everybody wants to do
Period.
patriot shit until they have to do patriot shit, and that's how it is. That's how it goes.
This
I
shit
mean,
starts, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit right out on my porch with all my weapons and get shot at, and hopefully take a few with me because they're gonna kill me. I am not gonna go follow any of these morons I see. It is utterly ridiculous the shit that I see on social media that passes for knowing what the fuck people are talking about. And well, we have all these veterans. Okay, I'm a veteran. I'm 58 years old with arthritis, and I smoked 2 packs of cigarettes since I was 17 a day. So, um, I might be able to hump like a mile, and then I'm gonna need a break. And somebody's gonna have to dig the hole for me. I'll just sit there and wave as you go by.
Right.
Matt's 60, uh, 62. Sorry, you're right. Sorry. I mean, I don't know. He looks like he's actually in better shape than I am, but how much? How many? You think he's gonna hump 20 miles and then go fight a fucking battle? Well, we have plenty of young ones. Yeah, and they know we can't win. You ask Daniel next time he's on here. Can we win? No, because the government's got more of everything. But whatever. Anyway, that's my rant for
yeah.
tonight.
Yep, you're pretty much there, man. And you have these little militant compounds where people go shoot their guns and train and blow targets
Drink beer.
up and blah blah blah. Yeah, and drink beer. That's probably the main.
Drink beer.
That's probably
Yeah.
the main attraction in the whole show. But
Well,
at the
these
end of the day, they would be decimated in 15 minutes with a beer in their hand.
Yeah.
They'd be
oh,
done.
Yeah.
So,
no, all the government's got to do is put blockades on every fucking highway and kill electronics, and you're done.
Yeah.
You're fucking done.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a ground war
That's
at
the
that
first
point.
thing they do. That's the first thing they do. They cut your communication. And everybody is telling everybody's got a fucking plan. That, well, we could do this, and that, and they're saying it on social fucking media, even though they know they're being watched. I'm like, come on, guys.
They're going to make a
Killing me.
plan for that one too now.
They
Thanks for
have
giving away our secret, Karen.
they
Next
have
time
control of
any
the
of you
power grid.
Next
They
time
have
any of you
control of
fucking people
everything.
hear one of these guys talk about the Civil War or any of this shit, or they're talking about, like somebody said the other day, we're all the men in this country, or why are we doing something? We need to. You guys need to do something. Well, what is your fucking plan? Ask them that. What is your plan to do something?
They're going to
Do you
circle
know
back.
I'll
anybody?
guarantee
You know
you. Make
anybody?
sure you don't like this person because they're going to get pissed at you.
You know anybody got a flock of carrier pigeons? Because you're gonna fucking need them. Yeah,
Right.
Hopefully, little
that's
fuckers
the
got
only
ham
way to fucking
radios.
communicate.
Oh shit! Be on his treadmill trying to get some electricity going on his power.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck with
Watch.
your windmill and your solar panels on the top of your house.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I gotta tell you, with your 50,000 rounds and all your bullshit that you have in your so-called bunker, when the 15 guys in town figure out that you got all this shit, you're going to be
Yeah.
using that 80,000 rounds on them because they're
Real
going to give you
quick.
shit. Because they're going to be hungry, and then the government will go to your next door neighbor, the one who is family. I don't like any of my family, but he is family, and put a gun to his 10-year-old son's head and says, "Where are they?" you're going to find yourself hanging from a fucking tree real quick.
Mm.
And that's just a fact. You can't
Anybody else
trust
think?
nobody.
Anybody else think Tulsi Gabbard's sexy as fuck? I don't know why, but she's got that school teacher sexy look to me for some reason. I don't know.
Tulsi Gabbard is the only Democrat I actually can listen to.
Right?
I don't agree with everything she says, make no mistake, but I can at least listen to her. I can't listen to any of the other ones.
I quite thoroughly enjoyed when she got old Kamala during the debates. Oh, dude,
She's
she
the
gave
reason
her hell.
Kamala. Yeah, she's the reason Kamala had to get out of the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kamala got 0%, basically, maybe 1%.
Yeah, she was at
support.
1%. Yeah.
Now she's vice
And
president.
nobody liked Tulsi Gabbard because she doesn't really believe in all this woke bullshit and all the rest of it.
Right. She
She
wasn't
don't
this
that you're
leftist
and
liberal
she doesn't believe
nonsense.
in social. She was in our military. She apparently did very well.
She's a
But she's the
Democrat,
only one.
but she's not this far left socialist
I don't know shit
radical
about it.
stupid ass.
Yeah, she's conservative, kind of in the middle.
She's about in the. She leans a little left, put it that
Yeah.
way, from center.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there's no doubt of that. I'm not trying to make her into a saint or anything, but
No, I didn't
she's
take it that way.
intelligent sounding. She doesn't say stupid shit. She don't
Right.
like AOC. She doesn't like Kamala. Unlike like Manchin, who threatens not to do something every time and then does it any fucking way and screws everybody.
And like
And
Mitch
then
McConnell.
somehow or another keeps getting reelected.
Oh.
I liked her, but she had to quit the race too because nobody wanted her. They wanted Joe Biden, and she was
Well,
the only one that made sense in the entire fucking Democratic side.
Yeah.
yeah, well,
She
that's
probably
the
made a
problem.
decent president. Yeah.
That was the problem. She actually had
Yeah.
more conservative ideas than everybody
Yeah.
else, and they're like, no, we can't have that one.
But
That's the
then
thing.
she votes for a lot of shit that Nancy Pelosi puts out. So it's
Right.
it's like actions speak louder than words. So
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Kinda like
maybe
Mitch
she's
McConnell.
jockeying for Nancy's position.
Well, who knows?
You never know.
no, she'd never get it. She'd never
No.
get it. They're gonna
She's
give her
not that
that
smart.
Well,
dumb bullshit.
Ilhan
AOC.
Omar is probably going to be the fucking speaker.
Well,
though.
yeah,
As much as AOC is disliked in the Democratic Party, I mean, there's a lot of rumors about that. There has to be some kind of truth because there's just so many. I don't think any of them fuckers are going to be the next speaker. And you can bet it's going to be a black guy or something like that. Because everybody in the Democratic Party is quitting. All the old timers are saying, I've had enough of this bullshit and I'm going. Because none of them believe in this fucking socialism shit.
no.
It's just
Only
they
the
say it.
squad members.
Yeah.
They just kind of
And
get
even
along with it so that
like
they don't get
Omar doesn't
called.
believe in it, but she knows
No.
it pisses off America, so she says
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
along
some
with
people
everything
did
else
some
that she
things.
says.
Yeah, and this
Yeah. I
speaking
mean,
of Omar, I think it's her, and this Bobert woman. Well, now they're
yeah.
all up and they got their panties all up the crack of their ass because this Bobert chick said, "Fuck you, bitch." Oh, she
Yeah.
anti-Semitic, whatever the hell they wanted to blame her for. Now they want to censure her ass.
Yeah.
But now they're trying to figure. I'm like, what does that really do? A
Nothing.
censure? Nothing.
No.
It makes her feel brave
Oh
enough
no,
to
they
fuck her brother.
Omar wanted to get her taken off committees and
Well, that too.
Yeah.
positions.
That was, yeah.
But
Omar wants to get
yeah,
her taken off committees. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
If there was a God in heaven, Omar would be have drowned already somewhere, like in a
yes,
reflecting pool down the street from the Capitol.
yeah.
Something
She'd
to
be
that effect.
offed. She wouldn't just be
Yeah.
off a committee. She'd be offed.
Yeah, I mean,
I got to tell you, she in my book, she's a lot like Jussie. She has that smile that I swear to fucking God, if I ever got close enough, I'd punch every tooth she owns out
that
just not to have to see that smile anymore.
That shit-eating, condescending
Yeah.
grin.
Condescending, yes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, if I got a good shot in on Omar, I think I could snap her neck at the same time I punch her in the face.
Wouldn't take much.
It's like this fucking thing around.
You'd be surprised,
It'd be
man.
like a pogo stick. I swear to God.
I'm guessing she got the shit beat out of her quite frequently in her homeland. So I don't know. She might be used to that shit. She might be like Muhammad Ali, snap back.
Yeah, you never know.
Just bobbing and weaving and shit.
Rock'em sock'em robot there. Right. Try me again.
Rashida Tlaib always had the mouth, but Tlaib was the dangerous one. I've always said that because Tlaib is just
she's vicious.
She's a horrible person. She truly is. She's a fucking horrible person.
Yeah, she's the one that straight up says she, pretty much hates America and all this good shit.
Yeah, she's another one that gives me kind of like a little chubby, that Tlaib one.
That doesn't shock me.
Shoot.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Jeez.
No, I could straighten her right out over here. You know what I'm talking about over here?
Okay.
I can make her see the fucking light over here.
All right, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice. Shit.
I think we should send them both in and negotiate with fucking ISIS X.
We got to go in a minute, Matt. So I'd like to have a conversation about your. You don't even say goodbye anymore. You just fucking disappear like you weren't even here. What the hell is that?
Well, no. Now you did a new thing. It just fucking cuts right the hell off. I hear you say it's time to go, and then the screen just fucking blanks out. You know what I mean?
You're so full of shit.
But we all stay after the fact and talk. Nothing blanks out.
I mean, sometimes,
No, this whole thing goes blank. It goes back to my display screen.
Oh,
I thought you had some kind of timer shit on here or something. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. That's when the show ends.
My problem.
That ends.
I think we could stay on as long as we want. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Watch. My shit will probably go blank in a minute.
No,
how long you been on now?
Probably yours has
Let's
to go
do the
when
countdown. 150 something, whatever.
We got 5 minutes left.
5 minutes, my shit's gonna go blank and you'll be gone. Everything's gone.
If you lean forward, we'll know why.
What the hell? Do you think I'm discriminating against you or something?
I don't know, but you've been.
No, it's just been blank. You said you got some new goddamn thing.
I got new internet. That's all.
Internet.
I got new internet. That's all.
That has nothing to do with it. It actually runs better.
Got shit to do with it.
It doesn't.
Here's
cut
what
off
I
like
know.
It used to.
I see you lean forward and then you're gone. So what does that
I lean
tell
forward.
That tells me
I'm leaning forward because
I'm out of here.
No, I'm trying to read shit that comes up on the screen when I go like that.
Yeah, that's
trying to read the
shit. But that's
you need a computer.
Story.
See?
Yeah. We've been trying that for 5 years now. It ain't working.
I'm trying to read shit when I go like that.
Get binoculars while you're sitting back there.
I just got to get me a new camcorder, man. Is all I got to get. I don't know. They're so fucking expensive now for a good one. I've got one.
They made camcorders.
Not a camcorder, but a cam.
1980 called.
Camcorder.
I got my better recorder. No, actually, what
I bet we go back to the 1920s. Roll them, Mr. DeVille. Here we go.
Hey, Matt. Yeah, right there, Matt. Oh, God, that's funny.
You got all that computer to go racing around the internet, but you got no fucking camera? How does that work?
No, I don't. I don't do stream, man. I used to do stream, but I don't do stream. I've got an older cam
I
in
don't do
there,
stream
but
neither, man. I only do
I've got.
All you need, Daryl, all you need is like, I don't know, a $30 camera. That's it. That's all you fucking need.
Well, I need another USB hub as well. I've got every single USB.
Oh, those
port.
are cheap as fuck.
Yeah, they're not anything really.
You know, you can get one with like
You
4
got
extra,
room
8
for it
extra.
in the computer.
I know
got
you
room
fucks
for
are
it.
talking about it anyways.
Yeah, I mean it's like $156 or something like that. I think for a good cam for your computer.
I
But
paid
something.
I didn't pay
129
that
for
much for
mine, and I
mine.
got another one. I got another one sitting right next to it that I paid $35-40 for.
Yeah.
I had one for a while. I paid $6 for off of Amazon. I mean, all you need is just a camera. I mean, you're not that good looking, so don't worry about it.
Right.
The more blurry and pixelated it is, the better you'll look. You'll be fine. Don't worry. As it
Should
is,
be
all I see is your fucking TV in your eyes anyway, so it doesn't matter.
right.
You and Nick.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not my TV, it's my computer
Computer
that's
screen.
up there.
Computer screen.
My laptop's
Yeah.
what I'm on here.
Yeah.
That's why I don't keep
yeah.
the light on in here because it's even
Nick,
worse.
Nick, the fucking mole
Yeah.
man that lives in the dark. And,
I love the dark.
fuck.
I love the dark. Shit, the
I do
darker
too.
it is in my room,
obviously.
the best I sleep.
When I used to live by myself, I never opened the shades or the blinds or nothing. And back then I could still see. So a lot of times I'd be like reading in the dark. Didn't bother me.
Right?
Now I can't do that anymore. But, you know, that fine print on every goddamn thing is ridiculous.
Yeah, them bifocals come in, you know. So it's good every once in a while. Not for
Right.
far shit,
I
'cause
got
then it's blurry as
bifocals
fuck.
actually, but most of the time I'll use I got computer glasses next to my chair, which work fine. Or these here,
Yeah.
which I get from I don't know, probably fucking Walmart or the dollar store or something. They
Reading
work all right.
glasses. Look, you see,
Yeah,
look,
that's all.
see, Keith, gone.
Yeah, bye.
Getting in the show.
That's
We
weird.
got to end the show. All right. So anyway, we're gonna go now because Matt said.
Have
Matt
to watch.
didn't really
I'm
say
gonna have to
anything.
watch this again
Oh, there's
to see
Keefy.
what his actions
Keefy's
were
back.
because I didn't see what was going on. There he
Yeah,
is.
Keith
So he
is
cut it
back.
off.
He's sideways. He's a little fucking weird, but
I just got cut the fuck out. You went over 2 hours. I just got cut the fuck out. So I thought it was over with all the time.
So that's
okay.
what you've been
Well,
doing.
all right. Well, we're gonna go now. We'll see you
Yeah,
guys.
just
All right,
glance
Justin.
the fuck out.
All right, Jesse.
What the fuck? What is tonight? Wednesday, right? So we'll see you
Yeah.
Friday.
It's like
7 p.m.
right on the
Eastern.
dot. 2 hours.
Yeah.
Glance the fuck
for a
out on my
change.
screen. I didn't know you guys were still on. Oh, Jerry, I'm so grateful that I have been on. What do you want me to do? Do like a sappy ending or something? What the fuck? You just leave and you don't say nothing. I'm like, what do you want? Some titty milk or something? I don't know what you want. What do you want?
Jerry hadn't done his normal thing in a long time where at the end he has his little thing he says. And I've noticed that. So
Oh, okay, fine.
Oh yeah, stare at everybody
That's 'cause
and look
everybody makes fun
around
of it.
and yeah, like don't
Please
worry
be
about
vigilant.
nothing and
Be aware of your
fucking
surroundings at
whatever.
all times, and always remember it's amazing what you can do when you have no other choice. My name is Jerry. On behalf of the homeless guy, Nikki, who is also Corn Pop apparently, and deplorable Darrow the communist, we bid you a fine good evening. And please, whatever you do, don't kill anybody. Good night, guys.
Good night, y'all.
Bonsoir.
Bonnie Suarez.